All of you, come here.
With you. Look, it's not about, it's not about that.
Donkeys. Hell's Kitchen. If you have any interest in Hell's Kitchen at all, you will know that the taste of sweet victory competing week after week to make it to the very end of the competition just for your favorite chef to lose to somebody who subjectively did not deserve to win. Paul, I'm looking at you, Paul. Also, trigger warning, there will be spoilers in this video, so if you don't want to hear about that, then go do something else, man. After watching every season of Hell's Kitchen, yes, I am absolutely obsessed, I go about my day, and then all of a sudden, my goodness, whatever happened to that, Nick? Because there are some Hell's Kitchen winners that have seen a massive surge in success. For example, Christina from season 10, who went on to be Gordon Ramsay's sous chef for like 7 freaking seasons. You're fossil. You're part of the furniture, you're pig. But I asked myself this question. What happens when you actually win? Do you win the prize in its entirety as promised, or do you ultimately end up leaving with bragging rights? Oh, look at me, I won Hell's Kitchen season whatever. Well, you'll soon come to find that that is not always the case, as you'll soon find out with our very first Hell's Kitchen winner, Holly Gallday. Holly Gallbladder. Season 7's winner of Hell's Kitchen, Holly. Now, for starters, Season 7 of Hell's Kitchen had its fair share of characters. Like Salvatore over here, whose Italian accent is so strong despite living in America, or having lived in America for, what was it, he said 20 years?
So how long have you been cooking?
Been in a pizza shop for 20 years, chef.
And where are you from?
Naples, Italy, chef.
How long have you been in the US?
21 years.
21 years? Holy crap. How come the accent's so strong?
For a woman.
I know make it a pizza. Today, I speak it only in English. And my least favorite, Bluehead Jay, or Jay Santos, Jay for short, who to this day still has blue hair. Like, come on, man. Let it go already. Let it go. And in the midst of all these arrogant characters, we have Holly, who shows up as this sort of seductive lady who wants to be seen for more than just her looks, which is admirable because nobody wants to be objectified. No one wants to be seen as a body unless...
Have you seen the trash anywhere? Oh, I guess all I have to do is turn around, right? I think I'll play that cute factor, you know? Let's put it this way, I'll work just as hard as everyone, but I'll look better doing it.
My ears burn!
And I'll tell you this much for free. It is a much better pursuit than being arrogant.
It's done, it's over with. You might as well just give me the prize.
You see what I mean? How the heck are you gonna say, Gordon, gimme the money, gimme, and then bam, you're the first person to leave the competition.
I asked you to season them with curry powder, you macerated them. Look at the seasoning there. Look at that. I mean, you're gonna blow someone's mind off. But the sad thing is, they're not even fucking cooked.
In Hell's Kitchen, there is this tradition known as the signature dish. It essentially gives Gordon Ramsay a taste of what it is he's working with to separate the good chefs from the bad chefs, which is not always accurate, but it's like a first impression almost. Little sidetrack over here. This contestant over here, she says that she's a mom and that she's written a cookbook despite never having worked in a kitchen a day in her life.
You with the glasses. What do you do for a living?
I'm a mom, but I'm a cookbook author.
Never worked in a restaurant.
No, chef.
Okay, let's start from the bottom. Bring your dish.
She presents Gordon her signature dish, and surprise, surprise, it actually impresses Gordon Ramsay. It's a very good dish. It's almost too good because Gordon Ramsay gives her a hug and a kiss as well. He kisses her. Gordon.
That dish was delicious.
Thank you, chef.
Okay, let me give you a hug. Up there. Right. Relax. God, it was good.
Aren't you married to friggin', what's that bastard's name? Tana Ramsay. Are you not married to Tana Ramsay? Tana Ramsay? Oh, Gordon. You sly infidel, you cheeky devil. And what do you know? As fate would have it now turns out that this contestant isn't a normal contestant. This is Gordon Ramsay's wife. It's Tana.
Further, this person is not who you think she is. This person is...
Oh,
My wife. Tana. Take that off.
It's actually Tana. Could have fooled me. But now back to Holly. Now, Holly, underwhelmingly, goes up against this guy over here called Benjamin. And Benjamin's dish, it impresses Gordon. He says, it's a great dish. It's a bloody great dish. Bloody fucking delicious.
Right, what is it?
The lobster agnolotti with a butter poached lobster and truffle sauce.
Benjamin. That's absolutely delicious.
Thank you, chef.
Bloody freaking delicious. Holly's dish was actually quite bad that he actually spits out the food and he just chucks the whole dish away.
Now, what the fuck is that thing there?
Halibut wrapped in a banana leaf.
And that's your signature dish?
It's like a classic Indian dish.
I've been to India. I haven't seen food like that.
I believe it's has.
Ugh.
I messed it up a bit.
You messed it up a bit?
Yes, I did.
Being polite.
The season starts off really slowly because both the red team, the girls team, and the blue team, the boys team, both ultimately end up losing dinner service, and both teams are declared losing teams.
With only 4 chefs left in the red kitchen and 5 in the blue.
Come here! All of you, come here! Hurry up! You guys are fucking useless! But I am not gonna shut this fucking place down! You, over there, work together! Double up!
Yes, chef.
And when one or both teams lose, both teams are requested to pick up 2 people who are meant to go up for elimination. Go on, give me the champion. Go on, gimme. Give me your dog. And despite Holly's very slow start and very bad first signature dish, she actually ends up performing really well because not once in the entire season was Holly ever put up for elimination. Not even once. Which honestly surprised a lot of viewers at home. Don't judge a book by its cover. That's the takeaway. Speaking of takeaway, I'm taking my jacket off. It's freaking hotter than a witch's. Now as Holly progresses to the top, she'd be one of 4 contestants to receive a coveted black jacket. After the 5th place Nikita Hendricks, she was actually taken out during the service. She was told to piss off during service.
Now, Car,
Yes, chef.
the lobster is raw. Look at me! Look at me! Out! Get out! Get out!
I'm going!
Madam!
Yes, chef.
Take your jacket off and fuck off!
Chef, don't say that, please.
Leaving the last 4 contestants to receive black jackets by default. It came down to the wire, with extremely talented chefs fighting for their lives. Fighting just to not face elimination, which guarantees that they go home and miss out on the cash prize of $250,000. The cash prize, or the salary prize, is $250,000 and a chance to work as a head chef at the Savoy Grill in London. Why the hell did I say grill? The Savoy London Grill. I saw it every fall. 4th place gets knocked out. 3rd place gets knocked out. And now we're back to how it first started with Chase and Holly competing against each other once again. It's now showtime, and now both chefs are up for the task of showing their culinary superiority. But to do this, they would need some help. Returning chefs that were eliminated from, I believe it's 8th place coming forward would now come and help Holly and Benjamin, win. And ultimately, help them secure that victory. Blood, sweat, and tears went into every single detail. No plate was sent out if it was subpar. Yelling, screaming, pissing even. All whilst Gordon is observing both these chefs to determine a winner. Deciding who would deserve the position more. And then, alas, he made his decision. Service is over. No turning back now. What's done is done. You cannot undo who you are.
You can't undo who you are.
Right, Holly, Jay, this is the moment you've both been waiting for. One of you is about to realise your dream. Seriously, both of you, I am so proud. And there's no doubt, clearly, that both of you have got very, very, very exciting futures in this industry.
The final showdown had simmered down. Nerves tensing everywhere. The families of each contestant, the helping chef, the assisting chefs, all waiting in anticipation, looking up at that door to see whose door would open first. And whoever's door opened would be determined Season 7's Hell's Kitchen winner. With $250,000 salary, all that hard work, for this moment for Gordon Ramsay to say, chefs, open your door.
3. Holly,
Ladies, gentlemen, your Hell's Kitchen Season 7 winner, Holly Uganda. Come on, guys. Clap, 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 clap your hands. Clap, clap. Everybody's happy. Everyone's joyful. But there is some bad news. You see, now, there were complaints and some concerns involving Holly's holiday working visa. There were some very serious complications, and Holly would end up being unable to take that position working at the London... What is it again? Frick, damn it. She couldn't work at the Savoy Grill because of visa issues. Meaning, technically, she didn't even win the job. All that hard work just to get slapped in the face saying, nah, cuz your visa is denied. Access to the UK is denied. And rightfully so, would ultimately end up questioning if the show even applied her for a visa or if they even made that process happen in time. But there was a silver line. She was compensated with a cash prize, but some sites say it was the 250 grand, and some other sites say that it was an undisclosed amount, but she was monetarily compensated, which, what would you do? If the ball was in your hands, what would you do?
The ball was in your hand, what would you do?
And if it made things any better, if at all, she was still able to keep her Hell's Kitchen winner status. So what were they gonna do? Rob salt in the wound and say, hey, we know that you won the competition. We can't give you the job, but hey, here's some money. Money. But actually, because we can't give you the job, you can't get the title either, so you won, but we're giving all this to Benjamin Boy over here. Just imagine you win just to have that win taken away from you. That's freaking scummy. So you might be wondering, where the heck is Holly now? What I gathered, there's not much information that I could find on Holly except that she keeps a very low profile, having made a few appearances here and there. She once spoke at the culinary college that she had attended as a spokesperson, and as of now is currently an owner of a business in the lighting industry, whatever that means, amongst other things. So she is pretty well off, which is nice. Though the win didn't make a substantial dent in her life, it appears that she had a substantially clean exit, which can't be said for the next candidate on the list over here, Janelle. Janelle. Oh, Janelle, more like Janai. You know you can't do that. You know what you've done. Now, this win hits really close to home for me because this could have easily, and my heart shattered because I was really rooting for Janelle. I'm lying, I wasn't. Did you ever see somebody crumble, stumble even? I'm being hyperbolic here, but man, this story, this really hits home the hardest because you think you know somebody. Season 11's winner, Janelle, was one of those people who had the most potential. She was also quite likable as a person. She was also really beautiful. I mean, come on, look at this beautiful, Janelle, call me baby. Love is a hell of a drug. Speaking of drugs, we'll talk more about that later, don't worry. I look back on this season with sad and somber memories because this season was probably the hardest season to watch. Of all 16 episodes, besides when I had to rewatch it again, it took me 2 years to finish the entire season. It was that bad. The only redeeming qualities of the entire season were Janelle, were Mary, and Jeremy. And even he wasn't that great. I mean, he was funny, but he was a bit scatterbrained. Like, he would just be told instructions and just forget about it just like that.
See how he heated up the potato puree?
One chef is just lost.
Man, I'll shit myself right now.
He had a harder time memorizing things. Side tangent again. Jeremy, my boy. I don't know. I just have this premonition that he's gonna leave early. Just maybe. Janelle is an executive chef from Texas whose mission is the same as everyone else's, to win and walk away with the gold. It's the same prize money, $250,000, a different restaurant, you know. I mean, just imagine you could see yourself in the future walking through that door. That must be a crazy feeling. Honestly, she is going up against Jeremy, who is the oldest contestant in that season. He's the oldest person ever. And if you couldn't tell before, they're competing in front of a live studio audience. What is this, Oprah? You get to see them fail. You get to see somebody get called a donkey. Just don't go opening up any schools, you know what I mean? The premise is the same. You give gold in your dish, he gives it a score 1 out of 10, with 1 being so bad that you wouldn't even feed it to dogs, and 5 being Savoy Grill standards. That was extremely uncalled for. My keys dropped. Now you see, Janelle's dish left much to be desired. It gets to the point where Gordon asks her if what she's handed him is an entree or an appetizer?
Just asking, are we on a diet?
We are not on a diet.
So is it an appetizer, a entree, or where are we going with this?
Let's go appetizer.
Appetizer. Smart.
Appetizer, yes. Let's be stingy with our portions and then charge people an absorbent amount of money for this friggin' morsel. Disgusting. This can't feed a family. This can't even feed one person. Janelle's the goat, man, because her dish, it actually impresses Gordon in the end.
Nailed.
Thank you.
Good job.
But so did Jeremy's dish, and it ultimately ends up being a tie. Another side tangent, alright? Remember Jeremy? Yeah, I want to talk about that guy. Not much came from him, because he would, on consistent bases, fail to prove his worth to Gordon Ramsay. One example, and the only example, being in the second episode where Jeremy fails to memorize even just 3 simple menu items. Just 3.
Here we go with 3 halibut, 1 bass, 1 chicken. What are we going with?
Two halibuts and 1 chicken, chef. 3 halibuts. 3 halibut, 1 chicken, chef.
3 halibut, 1 bass, 1 chicken.
The three halibut.
3 halibuts, 1 bass, 1 chicken. What's going?
The 3 halibut, 2.
Get out! Get out!
Imagine being able to build.
Shut up! I mean, it's funny, but it's not funny. It's quite sad, honestly. I feel like I'm freaking watching Alzheimer's Kitchen. Yeah, man. He would end up finishing 16th place, which is last place. But if it's any consolation, he tried his best. I mean, hey, it's not winning the competition, but hey, it's the thought. It's the thought that counts. Janelle's journey would not be as soothsaying as compared to Holly's. But despite several close calls, Janelle, what am I doing? Janelle would ultimately end up conquering, beating, winning, battling for her life to end up being in the top 2. Also getting a black jacket. As I've mentioned before, Mary, she's just so sweet, man. Just listen to Mary's voice, man.
For you, pants.
Have for you.
That's much better.
Pan-seared duck breast.
With a red wine and orange reduction.
It's so cute, man. Come on. It's so... she's so unserious. You can't... Even when she's angry, you can't take her seriously. But alas, it's time for the show of shows. Mary versus Janelle. Come on, Janelle. Janelle.
As I look at you both now, I can't help but feel incredibly proud. Mary, Janelle, please step up to your doors. The chef whose door opens will become the winner of Hell's Kitchen and head chef at Gordon Ramsay Pub and Grill at Caesar's Palace, Las Vegas. Please. Turn your handle. 1, 2. Three.
Yes! 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 Janelle, she won! She won! Come on! What? Janelle, that's what I'm talking about. Janelle, she won the competition. What are you talking about, your dog? Yeah, Janelle, she won. Come on, yes. That's what it is. Determination. It's growth. It's heart. My heart. My heart.
You got mail.
Piss off. No, Janelle. What are you doing? So you're telling me, Janelle, you worked that hard to get past 15 other people and win. You threw your entire future away for crap. Oh my God. Crap. Talk about throwing your entire life away. In Hell's Kitchen, it's mandatory that every winner or any chef that competes, it is compulsory to do a drug test before you even win. And ultimately, she would be stripped of the job opportunity that she worked so hard for. But if it's any consolation, she did get to keep the money. It's the same as Holly, except, well, she didn't technically lose it because she was screwed. I can't find anything on whether Janelle is clean, but I assume she is because she's now also... I can hear the guys behind this wall laughing at me for making a freaking noise. It's your fault, Janelle. It's your fault. If it's any consolation, she now works as a executive chef at the corner table and later at the Sonoma wine bar, where she's basically still revolving her life around the culinary section of work. What the hell am I doing with my hands? Wax on, wax off? She also has an active Instagram where she also posts updates on what she's doing now, what she's cooking, and she's doing substantially well now. I hope she's clean, but if she's not clean, I hope she gets that recovery, because any addiction is not good. If you're suffering from an addiction, if you can, go to rehab, if you can. So we'll say that this is a happier ending and not as tragic as our next candidate over here, the very first Hell's Kitchen season winner, Mike. So, notice anything different about me? Mike was the very first winner of Hell's Kitchen, season 1, the first season. Hell's Kitchen, and set a trend on what to do to get to the very top of the mountain. But the top isn't as glamorous as it's made out to be. Such is the case with Mr. Mike, or should I say Mr. Spike. With that hair, it kind of looks like erectile dysfunction. And on that topic, you're probably familiar with this meme over here.
Michael, he hadn't said anything to any of his team. Then all of a sudden he just put his head down and he turned around to them and said,
"You guys cook like old people fuck."
And that came out of the blue. I wouldn't expect something like that to come out of his mouth.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's Mike. Yay! At this point, I'm sure you get the dynamic of the show's signature dish, good or bad. You know, this season would be the blueprint of every succeeding season. Mike, or Mike Ray, came along as this soft-spoken, really tattooed up emo guy. He was really tall, and he was also a prominent politician. Wait a minute, no, that's not right. Yeah, there we go. Known for his sly genius and intentional sabotage to get to the top and burn the ladder beneath him, many other contestants in succeeding seasons would emulate the same level of bravery in being boastful and just straight up evil. At least season 9, I'm looking at you bastard. Didn't like you in season 9, and I hated your ass in season 17. You are of your father, the devil. One example of Mike's deliberate sabotage would be when he would deliberately disorganize the other chef's service station, manipulating the outcome to cement himself as what he'd want to be seen as a leader. So you lie in order to make yourself a leader? Honestly, this guy, he'd make a great politician. Almost reminds me of Mike Ray. And well, to Mike's credit, it worked because he'd end up winning his first 4 services. Sweet. And with this being the last side tangent, I promise, this season was always weird to me because in the season, Gordon gives a sort of interview section like the other contestants do, gives his input like a regular chef. It's weird.
There's nothing worse when you're just about to start a really busy night and your cooks can't hear you. Michael may be a talented chef. If you can't bring it together on the night, you're gonna sing.
And I'm very uncomfortable. Thanks. Episode after episode, Mike would prove himself to be a formidable force, a force to be reckoned with, and it worked because he'd end up being in the final 2. I'm hungry, let me live, damn. Now, it was all good and dandy with Mike making the final 2, but before I carry on, I need to address this. Mike had already been suffering with a pill addiction. I believe it was he had an addiction to opioids from an injury he had sustained before the show aired. The season came out in 2005 and took about 3 weeks to finish recording.
Open your door.
Mike had won his very first season. He'd be offered the head chef position and the standard $250,000. And instead of taking the job, he would decline the job offer Gordon Ramsay and opting for more family time, to spend more time with his family. Family is number one, not my family though. I didn't say that. He then used his winnings to open up his very first restaurant called Tattoo, paying homage to his whole image. Get it? Tattoos? He's got tattoos. Tattoo. But Mike's life would actually start going downhill. His restaurant venture, it fell through. The restaurant was open for, it said about 2 months. Maximum 2 months. And I'm not sure how much of his opioid use had to play in that. And it's not my place either. His marriage would ultimately also end up falling apart, and he would also become homeless, which is terrible. But it wouldn't be gloom and doom for very long because Mike would ultimately end up going to rehab, which we love that. We love that. And became sober from his usage as a result. He got remarried, which is cool, and he's now raising funds for his own food truck. And I couldn't find any source on whether he had been able to get those funds or if he does have that food truck. I can't find anything. And whether he got the money or he didn't, he seems to be doing pretty well. He seems to be doing better, which is great to see. On his Instagram, he seems to still be involved in the culinary world to some degree. And in this image over here, just seems to be living his best life. Even being there to celebrate his daughter, which we love to see. Don't be a deadbeat dad. Don't abandon your kids. The one big takeaway from all of this, from me at least anyways, would be not all that glitters is gold. And don't win Hell's Kitchen. I mean, look at this video over here. Man, they don't call it hell for nothing. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye. But in a shocking or not so shocking, but in a shocking twist or not so funny story, you see the Australian flag over there. You're wondering what the heck that's doing there. I'm not even Australian, but I'll tell you why anyway. I ordered a flag from Temu. It was meant to be the Marshall Islands, right? I click Marshall Islands, I get the package, it's great. I open the flag and say, wait a minute. The Marshall Islands doesn't have this little thing, this big star over here. It's not there. And I paid for it, so it has to go somewhere.